my name is Pete, they call me Scooby. Today we're going to be talking about my cams. I think if you're one of those people that like to ride in the city, this cam is actually really good in the city. So I hope this audio is coming out decent, because I changed the microphone. I put it towards the front a little bit more. I felt like before I was catching way too much wind in this helmet. I know my helmet's not the quietest. It's old already. It's time for a new one. I was going to get a new one this year, but my funds were elsewhere to the bike. So that's what we're going to talk about today also. The funds, what it cost me to get my cams done on the bike. But we're going to find a spot to stop to talk about that. We are going to take the freeway. It's going to get a little noisy because so this cam in the lower gears, first gear, as you I'm sure you've seen it in the other video. If you haven't, I'll post a link up there. First gear, I can lift the front end of this bike up. Watch. The first one came up, the second time didn't. So on the freeway, that's third gear, doing 60 at 3,700 RPMs. It pulls. Fourth gear. Sixth gear. Find a shaded spot. Is there a shady spot here? There is. I'll go find some shade. Whew. All right, so as you saw, first, second, third gear, it pulls hard. Any RPM just about. For obviously fourth, fifth, and sixth, it pulls less. And the higher you go in the gears, the less it pulls. So city riding on a Dyna, something this weight of 670 pounds, I believe the bike weighs, wet, it does great. On a touring frame, I don't know how it would do, because a touring frame, now you're looking at an additional 200 pounds, right? I mean, it does good on my bike. So if you're a local guy and you want some fun to rip in the street, back roads, amazing cam. Works great. I love it. It definitely does do better than regular stock cams on a highway. Another reason why I say it's probably not so good for a touring bike is the fuel mileage. Yes. So fuel mileage on the bike is the thing. One of the videos that I just took, it was actually on this camera. I don't know what happened to it. This is like I said, my fourth time doing this cam video, because the first two, my camera was screwy. My last one, my SD card got corrupt. This is my fourth video on this. The YouTube world does not want me to post videos. On my last video that I was gonna post, that I really wanted to post, actually showed I went for a long ride and I got 116 miles out of a full tank of gas with just normal riding, a little aggressive here and there, nothing too crazy, but I got 116 miles from fill up to the gas light on. So it definitely does affect your fuel mileage. I mean, I guess people have asked me, do you notice anything on the fuel mileage? And I've never really tested it, so I couldn't answer that question. But now I can say for certain that yes, it affects your fuel mileage. You get more miles per miles with the cams. So we're gonna talk a little bit about pricing on this. Which Performance 222 cam. With the came with the push rods and kit. It came with all the gasket required for the installation, O-rings, and the inner cam bearings. Also, with the lifter kit, I got the chain drive. Then I also purchased the, I originally purchased the S&S oil pump. And then I saw a video on, I think it's Jigsaw FO. He mentioned that the S&S oil pump, you have to be really careful with those because there's very tight tolerances on the crank runout. So because I wasn't doing this installation myself, I ended up talking to Fuel Moto, and I talked to one of their guys there. I think he recently passed away too. And God rest his soul. I talked to one of the guys there, and he also agreed that the S&S oil pump has very tight tolerances. So we both agreed that I should return it and get the Fuel Moto OE Plus oil pump. That one allows more of a crank runout, and it's a really good oil pump also. The guy that installed it for me, I took it to Chopperhead Customs. Here comes the truck. I needed extra work done to the bike too. I had asked him to adjust my neck bearings and change my fork oils, and then he sold me on a new front suspension kit. So I did a progressive heavy-duty front suspension, and the installation of the cams and all that, that was another $1,500. He cut me a little deal, I'm not gonna lie. The installation and the front suspension, he charged me $1,500. What would it have cost me with just the labor? I couldn't tell you because I lost the receipt and went in the washing machine that same day. I left it in my pants, put my pants down. My wife was like, whoosh, and threw it in the washing machine. Gone. But that was around $1,500. He did cut me a little break. So under $3 grand, I got my stage 2 done. Not too bad. Would I do it again? Absolutely. If I had this bike and I know what I know now, I would absolutely do it again. Anyway, hope you guys find this video informative. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thought I was gonna get sprayed. I think these sprinklers are out to get me.